everybody, welcome to Celebrity Pedals. Today we are doing a follow-up video to our MemoryMan Deluxe Shootout. If you remember the previous video, we had a early 70s, early 90s, and then a new one. And it sounded great, but it definitely had some issues. So we sent off for repair, and here's the follow-up.
Minus all the extra noise.
Alright, so we're just revisiting the MemoryMan Deluxe, the early 70s one. There was a couple of issues with it. Definitely, I've noticed a high-pitched, just a very high-pitched humming sound.
Yeah, and in this building it was very noticeable.
Yeah, and it was bad. It was definitely noticeable. It still sounded great when you were playing it, but man, when you weren't, it was just non-stop.
Just a wall of noise.
So what did we do? We sent it off to the guy that designed it.
Howard Davis.
Sent it all the way up, I believe it was up in New York.
Yeah, and that would make a lot of sense considering where Electro-Harmonix's headquarters is. So yeah, there it is.
So he did definitely say there was a few issues, something with the clock, I guess the sync clock, I think is what it is.
It's that daylight savings time.
Yeah, we should just get rid of it.
Yeah, I know. Lousy farmers.
And I think there's also, I think he also fixed something with the power, the actual power supply. And it definitely fixed it. We definitely don't hear as much. There's normal noise, but I think that sounds more like noise from an old pedal and probably this building.
This building has a lot to do with it, but it's other than the hum of an amplifier, I'm not hearing much right now.
Here, I will demonstrate. Now these are Twisted Tele pickups, which are noise canceling pickups for a Telecaster. So if you have an issue with how bad your Tele hums, you can always throw some of these in here and you definitely get a lot less. But I'm going to turn up the volume. And
we have our Carmen Ghia as our baseline awesome amp tones.
And actually my volume's been up the whole time. I thought I had wound it out.
That's embarrassing.
So, there's volume down. That's just an amp.
That's not bad.
Quite. And then here's the volume up.
Yep. So not too bad.
That's probably from these
fluorescent lighting.
Very expensive lighting that we use for this professional video thing that we do here at Leitz Music. Anyway, so that was the big thing we want to know, but we still want to kind of go through and we'll play the 90s one because it's cool, and then we'll, actually we'll probably start with the 70s and do that, but we're just gonna play it a little bit, and then you could go back and compare the how much improved it is to the old video.
And hopefully you can see we have very similar settings here as well, so as good as we can, so let's see what happens. So let's clean tone.
Yep, clean tone.
There we go.
Next, neck pickup.
So let's go off with our recently repaired 70s MemoryMan. Cool. You still hear a little bit of that degradation or almost lo-fi tape sound in it. A little bit of noise on the back end of it, but not enough to where it's not musical.
It almost adds, I think it kind of adds to the, if you're wanting a super clean, super...
Digital delay is the way to go.
The way to go, yeah. I mean, even your carbon copy, the MXR carbon copy is going to give you some noise. Like it's just, it's...
Bucket Brigade, but that's the trade-off. Don't be afraid, because remember too, once you hear drums and everything, you're not going to notice the little bit of noise.
Not at all.
Now let's try to do same riffs and everything. Let's hear this guy and see how. I'd say a touch cleaner still.
You can still hear a little bit of that. Definitely not as bad as the older one, but like I said, it's not a bad thing. I think it just...
Well, of course it's not a bad thing because there's so many modern digital pedals that completely try to replicate that. It's almost the order out of chaos thing.
Right.
It's a happy accident when you get those kind of tones. And it's probably more apparent too whenever you're doing single coil pickups through a nice tube amp. But nothing that's like a deal breaker for most of us because it still sounds fantastic. So,
it really does.
So you want to maybe do a couple more settings
here?
Maybe some longer times.
Longer delay.
I say this. Why don't we try the just maxed out delay time?
Yeah,
that's
we can do
probably
that.
a good way.
Just
So that's
easy
this
on the
guy.
feedback.
Yeah, the feedback. By the way, if you get your hands on one of these, is an interesting knob that you really got to be careful with because it will get out of control in a hurry.
That's way easier for it to get into oscillation on these older pedals.
Oh yeah, but if you're the Mars Volta kind of pedal enthusiast,
leave it on.
Just let it go. Just let it go. I think that was half of Omar Lopez's set was just letting feedback go. So anyway, this was still on. I think. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The only way to tell if it's still on is by playing. So now we have our delay sets all the way up. So let's hear how it goes. So this is the longest repeat you can get. I think part of what I'm hearing in the room is just all the basic things rattling in here. So it is, if you're hearing what you assume is a ring modulator, it's probably just something in here flapping around, and not that. So I've heard that guy. Now let's hear how this one sounds. And if I remember right, the newer one had sort of a longer delay
it did.
time.
I think it had longer than,
if that was ding ding ding.
I mean, usually it's around 400
milliseconds.
Yeah, I think that's what the average. I know that's what some of the other.
So
are, but I think that one was like double for the newer MemoryMan.
It was. So let's hear. This one was more ding ding ding. Let's see how this one is. Not a big difference, but a touch quieter with the maxed out setting. So
yep.
So let's hear the same riff again.
Yeah.
It still has a lot of that kind of degraded, almost rain sound quality to it.
Yeah.
As this one, it's a touch, I'd say, cleaner to my ears, but it definitely still has that thing. It's almost soothing. It's
I like it, man.
It's that relaxing, almost like slight rain, and it's actually how it looks outside right now, or has all morning, because it's a very gray Sunday in July.
Last couple days, yeah.
So.
But yeah, no. So definitely a lot less noise. I mean, of course, you're still going to have issues with old vintage pedals, and it's just what.
It's a trade-off. Hey, man, the thing is that when you really get going on it, it sounds fantastic. So the little bit of noise that you get out of it, it's up to you. Again, if you're the type of player where that just is a deal breaker completely, maybe a digital delay or even a digital delay copy of an analog circuit, because it is going to be cleaner sounding
and longer delays.
Much longer delay times. If we were saying 400 milliseconds, I've got delay pedals that do 3 seconds. So
it's basically a loop.
Yeah, that's almost a loop at that point. That's complete sound on sound. So these are more for your atmosphere Gilmore players.
It's very Gilmore-ish, very Ed O'Brien, Radiohead.
Oh.
I mean, it's him all day long.
Especially with the Sustainia.
We just need to do a whole video on that guitar one day.
Just need to buy that guitar.
Then not do a video on it.
And not tell you about it.
All right.
No.
That I think that's it. Like I said, this was just a quick rehash of what we did, but we wanted to kind of show you what it looked like once we got it fixed by the man who actually created the pedal himself. And if you guys have any questions, or if you're interested in coming in and trying out these these pedals, just give us a call.
Yes, and if you need to look up the guy, so you have one of these old ones yourself.
Howard Davis.
Howard Mick Davis.
Yeah.
If you need his contact info, maybe we can even plug him.
I'll put it down in the
just
comments.
call us. Hey, then you have to talk to us.
Ooh, yeah.
Sorry.
I'm Rick.
I'm Joe.
Thanks for watching Celebrity Pedals.
See you. Now that I'm a mess, hair's all dirty.
You look beautiful, Joe. Beautiful.
I'm like a James Blunt song.
Beautiful.
It's true.
Beautiful.
It's so true. Ha ha.